My name's Aamir. I'm the Senior Brand Manager at Guinness as part of Diageo. I handle a lot of the kind of trademark brand building work for Guinness brand. Basically what that entails is trying to figure out different ways to build emotional connections with consumers for the brand in the US. So a lot of strategy work, then a lot of implementation of that strategy into full through the line campaigns. And so the latest one is the Lovely Day for a Guinness campaign, and we're going to continue to find ways to engage with consumers in different ways throughout the year. We actually were reached out to by Jason Momoa and his team, and they had a creative idea that they wanted to pitch us. Basically, coming out of that meeting, we thought we had a really solid territory. And Jason has been a loyal and vocal brand advocate for us his entire adult life. So it felt like one of those authentic partnerships, almost a lightning in the bottle moment that we had to seize. You know, one thing led to another, and we ended up developing the campaign Lovely Day for a Guinness with him, his creative team, and his production team actually helping us write, direct, and shoot the final product. In this particular example, we've used ACE to kind of see how the creative is doing and learn, what strengths the creative has, how it measured up against the KPIs and, brand goals that we set at the beginning of this campaign. And so far, what it's done a great job of doing is help us optimize our creative approach, understand how different cohorts of consumers are reacting to the creative, which has really helped us optimize our media plan to better target the media, as well as derive insights about what has worked and where we have opportunities for later briefs that we want to put out for the brand. I think it's important to have a really strong arsenal of assets to hit consumers where they natively exist and prefer to spend their time. So in the context of the Lovely Day campaign, we had everything from a director's cut version, which is a long form version of this film, all the way down to very strategically placed 6-second assets, because everything from a long form to a 6-second can be used to implement a media plan. And we make sure that there's creative consistency and creative cohesion through everything that we do, so it feels like all the assets are part of the same world and everything ties back to the same campaign and same message that we want to share. But then we just optimize it based off format, based off length of time, things like that. And then we really try to put things in the market, test, learn, and then optimize the approach as we go through. So it's really about also consistently learning through the length of the campaign and making adjustments to achieve that. Honestly, for young people starting out, I think the best thing that you can do is really sit, learn, and ask questions throughout the process. I think it's really important to get yourself exposure and experience, because that's really where you pick up the most amount of the skill. I think the other thing that, if I could go back and give myself some advice, don't be afraid to speak up either if you have an opinion or especially a question about how things are done, because a lot of times those kinds of insights, those kinds of discussions and debates can really help take creative or platforms or concepts to the next level. So it's really about understanding when it's time to sit, learn, and really absorb information as it's coming to you, but also not being afraid to speak up when you have a question or a comment on ideas that are being presented.